Hello and welcome to the MvFF Cardiff Awards for Season 16. An amazing season, really good. Last one in current teams. Thanks ever so much to everyone who helped out with the redraft. New teams look absolutely banging, but we are here to celebrate everything great and good from last season. Season 16. The last time we'll see some of these team names. So, start with the season stats. We had 7 5% awards, 2 10%, and a 20% award. Absolutely outstanding. And we ended the season on a 79.8 kilograms lost, which a lot of the guys started this season, kind of fighting off some Christmas gains. So I think that's a really solid thing. So go to team players of the season. We'll start with the hog of the season. The hog of the season, as voted by the team, is AC Ollie, Mr. Ollie Kodai. Well done for being voted the hog of the season by your team, RB Light Pig. Chub of the season. This was actually a really close one. There was lots of standout performances from the Reds, but it eventually went to Mark, who got it for Chub Stars. The Greek of the season. This went, I think there was 7 votes, and only one person didn't vote for this person, because that person was this person, and this person is Carl. Well done, Carl. You are the Greek of the season. The juice of the season for Fatsumas. This was a big split one, but it won by one singular vote. It goes to Aled. Well done, Aled. Blubberbird of the season. This was brilliant. One of the nominations was, I won't say who it was from, but it was for Fudgy, and the bracket said after it, he told me I had to do this, which says an awful lot about Fudgy, that we already knew, let's be honest. But the Blubberbird of the season is not Fudgy, it is Painey. Absolutely superb season. Really cheered people on, really been a good supporter, so great shout that. Bechamel boy of the season, Club Santos Lasagna, another big split, mainly because there's so many great players on that team, and it eventually went to James Richards. Brilliant work. Space Ranger of the season, I'm trying to work out if I've done 7 or is this the 8th? Who knows? Space Raid of the season. This was tough because I had to clarify what Gareth meant, because even though Jenks is never called Gareth, he is a Gareth, but it didn't go to Jenks. It went eventually to the other Gareth, Mr. Gareth Evans. Well done, brilliant season, a few goals, which I know you're aiming for, and huge support from you to the team and from the team to you. It's really good to see. This is the last one, the pudding of the season. The pudding of the season was Ashley. Absolutely superb, great season. Someone else was heavily nominated, but they have something else later on as well. I think that was a draw, but Ashley just pipped it based on the fact that someone else had something else. All right, senior team awards. So the senior team, I say sit down. They don't sit down. They get into a WhatsApp group and they start nominating people for different positions. We've always got a goalkeeper for the season. We've always got a defender, then a holding midfielder, then a more of a tracking midfielder, and then a striker. And they make up a super five-a-side team, and they become the senior team five-a-side. And this season, you go to goalkeeper is Gav the Cat, defender is Lewis Bailey, holding midfielder is Painey, attacking midfield went to Kalkal, and the striker went to Kiki. And I think if you put that team in most leagues, they are going to clean up. Absolutely superb. Well, and Gav, Lewis, Painey, Cal, and Kiki. Clubman of the season. So this goes now to the ones that I get to actually have a say in. I would like to give this to this person because this season in particular, I think I've missed 3 sessions. One I was... 2 I was reffing, and then one I had my National Coaches Committee, so I was there a bit late, but you know, it's good to have someone you can rely on. And this actually came out in lots of your is there anything else you'd like to mention parts of the awards. This person was mentioned a lot for kind of stepping up and helping out as much as he possibly can. It goes to the amazing AC James. Thank you ever so much for all your work. Brilliant support to the league, to others, to me, to Ollie. Brilliant. So then we get to the league winners. These have already been announced, so they won't be a surprise to you. The pitch winners are Cardiff City, the Blubberbirds. The scale winners were... Have they let you know? I don't know if they mentioned it, but it was RB Leipzig. I believe they got it before the last week of the season. I think that was guaranteed. They had an absolutely superb season. They had some people who are really pushing, some people who are looking for tiny little losses but kind of incrementally getting those points. There were some people that kind of were coming back stronger from times they haven't done so well. So yeah, really great work from RB Leipzig. And that means that it's either Cardiff City or RB Leipzig for the combined, but Cardiff City did the double. I don't know if they've mentioned that. Well done to Cardiff City. No, the players of the season. Players of the season are MvFF awards. They're whoever scored the most points, weight loss points. That's losing every week, hitting milestones, or they are the people who have lost the highest percentage. That's the amazing losers. So top scorers, there were two. Stephen Dart, Mr. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3%, 0.3 kilos himself, incrementally chopping away and just being Mr. Consistency. And Matt Roberts came up on the rails, ended up drawing with Darty, and two very well deserving top scorers there. Matt absolutely smashed this season. Really strong season. Darty, Mr. Consistent, fantastic. And then we go to the amazing loser, who had no idea. Yeah, I don't think he even looked at the table, but lost over 10%. Just this season alone, lost 10% of his body weight. Absolutely superb. Posted an amazing 1.8 kilogram loss in the last week as well. So he hasn't set up. You know, he's really gone for it. So well done, Fudgy. And the Players' Player of the Season. So this comes from your nominations. Lots and lots of nominations. This was a big spread. But the Players' Player of the Season eventually went to Ben Edwards. Absolutely superb. Guys noticing, you know, the level of solid performance, the level of improvement, the level of support for everyone around, the level of, just being involved with the league. Just it's an amalgam of everything for that award. So well done, Ben. And the 11th player of the season. So we've been very lucky this season to have Kieran Matthews, Nick Fudge, Matt Edwards especially stepping up to kind of help run the 11s in a really organised way, a really effective way. And they've nominated someone for the 11th player of the season, and that person is Mr. Carl McGowan. Absolutely superb, has some real breakout performances, and he's solidifying himself as the first name on the team sheet, solid as a rock, and scored goal of the season, I think, what everyone says, the last match out played. Top goal scorer of the season, we're going to rename this to the Kieran Matthews Award. Let me just check. Is it Kieran Matthews? Yes, it is Kieran Matthews. Well done, Key. We are changing up things next season because I think it's really important to keep making the league fresh. It's not for any other reason but keeping it fresh, keeping people excited, keeping people interested. Where we split the league into two, so we'll have an overall goal scorer, plus we'll have a goal scoring winner for the Castle League and the Bay League, which will just be a little bit of extra excitement. But well and Key, brilliant. I think is that 3 seasons in a row? Has he done that for 14, 15 and 16? I think he has. well and key. So, assistant coaches player of the season. So the assistant coaches get into a WhatsApp group as well, and they decide who they're going to nominate and for what reasons. So the assistant coaches have chosen. Ollie has chosen Jenks. Superb performances off the pitch, on the pitch, huge support for people, huge support for the commentary and making sure he's there, and supporting the league in so many ways. So that's a really great nomination. And AC James has chosen Darty. So Darty, for the reasons I've mentioned, Mr. Consistency, but also attendance, turning up as much as he possibly can with work and with everything going on, and making sure that he's there and supporting everyone around him. Well done, Jenks and Darty, the AC players of the season. And my player of the season is the person who is he is great to have around the league. He's absolutely superb. He was nominated for player of the season by quite a few people, but didn't quite get there. But definitely someone I was thinking of from the very start of the season to the end. Really, really great to have around the league. Will always talk to everyone. He's doing absolutely amazing on his own weight loss journey. Is smashing the scales. He's brilliant on the pitch. Contributes a fair few goals. My player of the season is Dean Gardner. Dino. Well then, Dean. Brilliant work. So, finally, thank you very much for all your effort, your hard work, everything you do to make MvFF Cardiff a continued success. It really is. We're moving into the Bay and Castle Leagues next season, where we're going to have little mini competitions where every time you play someone from your league, it's going to count into a separate mini league. Plus, when you play the teams from the other league, if you win the first time, if you lose the first time but win the second time, we only count your best result. So it's a really great way of getting a different competition going on, and all of that comes from the fact that you want to push, you want to keep making the league better, you want to keep making the 11s better, the Wednesday nights better. It's just absolutely amazing. So thank you ever so much for everything you do. I've already mentioned the 11s coordinators who've stepped up massively. Thank you ever so much to you. The assistant coaches, amazing, really top notch. But also the senior team, the guys who work in the background. So when I float ideas, they'll say, yes, that's a great idea. Or they'll say, no, walk away from that, Stan. And they're brave enough to say to me, that's not what we need right now. This is what we need. And they give advice, sometimes in the group, sometimes separately. So I really do appreciate you guys. But it's only going to get better from here. It's going to get better and better and better. Season 17, 18 and 19, new team draft, Bay and Castle Leagues, continued pushing with the 11s, making sure that's really exciting. Commentary carrying on. There is so much more going to come in season 17. So thank you ever so much for everything you do. Come on!